Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about stopping listening to people that don't know what they're talking about. Okay? Before I get to that, though, I want to remind you, if you want to talk more about estate planning, you want to talk about more anything that we talked about today, if you're just bored and you want to chat, you can go to estatemeeting.com, set up a time to talk with me over the phone or in person for free, estatemeeting.com. Okay, so today is like a little bit of a mini rant, although I'm not angry. It's just something that I was thinking about today. I see it all the time, I hear it all the time, I experience it all the time, and I wanted to provide, I guess, a little bit of guidance, maybe a little bit of help for people that are asking people for advice about things that they don't know. Okay? When someone comes to me, for example, and says, "Hey, Chris, how do you change the oil in your car?" You know what I'd say? I say, "I don't know." When somebody says, "Hey, Chris, how do you fix a toilet?" I say, "I don't know." When somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, Chris, how do you get a tenant that is not paying rent out of the house?" I say, "I don't know." Because I don't know these things. And I don't feel super comfortable giving advice on things that I'm not sure about. That, however, is not an accurate representation of the world at large. For some reason, we all think we're experts at everything, and we're all willing to give opinions about everything. And by the way, I am the same. If you ask me about the right thing, the thing that I think I know just a little bit about, I'd be more than happy to give you my opinion. I tend to do my best to try to couch that and say I know enough to be dangerous, so that you will understand that you should not really take everything that I say into consideration. But I do it sometimes too, and everybody does. But here's the important thing that I want you to know today. When it comes to estate planning, when it comes to anything that you're doing, finances, when it comes to anything that you're doing that's important, make sure that you are talking to people that know what they're talking about. And I don't just mean someone that's read an article online. I mean someone that's either doing the deal that you're talking about, that is in the profession that you're looking for, that knows what they're doing. Anecdotal evidence also is not really good enough for me. When somebody comes to me and they say, I want to do XYZ because my friend's mom did this thing and it was terrible. That's just not enough for me to take action. And I do my best to try to figure out what's going on with that person and then give them advice that actually pertains to what they want and their specific situation, and their specific assets and their specific everything. And I want to just encourage all of us to do the same thing. I think often we believe people that we're close to because we know they have our best interests in mind, even though they may be giving us terrible advice. They may be suggesting that we do terrible things. They may not know anything that they're talking about. They may have their own motives. They have their own beliefs and their own thoughts and their own judgments. And those things may direct you way, way off track. Okay? So when it comes to estate planning, there's people that are giving poor advice all the time. There are people that are giving great advice all the time too, I'm sure. But the point of this entire video is, whether it's estate planning, whether it's probate, whether it's anything in your life, when you're looking to make big decisions, when you're looking to get people to help you do something, when you're looking for advice, make sure the person that you're asking has some level of expertise in that thing, so that the advice that they give you can be trusted, so that it can be utilized, so that it will work. Okay? For example, another perfect example, when anything is wrong with anything, there are basically two people that I call. I call my stepdad and I call my father-in-law. You know why? Because they know a bunch of stuff about a bunch of stuff. They fixed a bunch of stuff before and they know what they're doing. I will also consult Google, by the way, and I will watch a YouTube video or two. But I'm not calling, Moses, my next door neighbor, my accountant buddy, to ask him how to do something that requires like fixing stuff, because he doesn't know how to fix anything. But in any event, just do the thing, okay? Rely on advice that is reliable. Make sure you put people through a believability test before you run off and take their opinions for like the word, and go do it, okay? Rant over. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you know someone needs to hear it, please share it with them. If you are someplace that you can subscribe and you don't want to miss any of this in the future, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to talk estate planning or probate, you can do it with us for free in the phone by going to estatemeeting.com. Okay, that's it. got to run to a first grade basketball game. Hopefully you guys are having a great night. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.